Hi K, today I'm going to show how to use Casio's fx-570EX Classwiz calculator to solve initial value problem of the first order differential equations y prime equal to fxy given the initial conditions y bracket x naught equal to x naught, which means when x equal to x naught, y equal to y naught in the interval x from x naught with an increment of step size up to xn using Taylor's series method. The solution of equation 1 by Taylor series method is actually by Taylor series expansions. Here we obtain this equation yi plus 1 equal to yi plus h yi prime plus h squared over 2 factorial yi double prime plus h cubed over 3 factorial yi triple prime plus up to h power n over n factorial y at n derivative, where the I is actually start from 0, 1, 2. Then with y naught you can get y1, with y1 you can get y2, with y2 you can get y3, and so on. And now we are going to discuss up to second order Taylor's series method, Taylor's method. So when we consider, we focus up to second order. So we have yi plus 1 equal to yi plus h yi prime plus h squared over 2 factorial yi double prime, where the I is from 0, 1, 2, and so on. And we are going to solve it using first the calculate memo and secondly spreadsheet memo. For example, we solve the initial value problem y prime equal to x over y bracket 0 equal to 1, which means when x equal to 0, y equal to 1, at x equal to 0, starting value of x is 0, increment, this is a h is 0.2, the last value of x is 1 by using second order Taylor's method, and if the exact solution is y equal to square root y squared plus 1, find the absolute errors. So first step, we tabulate x value and fill in y naught. X from 0 with increment 0.2 up to 1. We solve x, this is h, x naught up to xn, which is given as 0, 0.2 up to 1. Means x naught starting value of x is 0, increment which is h is 0.2, up to the last value is 1. Then we create the iteration variable which is start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first step, we can calculate the x value and then plug in the initial condition, and we have y0 equal to 1, which means when x equal to 0, y equal to 1. So we calculate x value with iteration variable I and insert the initial condition when x 0, y equal to 1. Now we are going to calculate y1. Using the second order Taylor's method, your yi plus 1 will be yi plus h yi prime. Yi prime is actually the right hand side function x over y. Hence, you need to find yi double prime. You find the second derivative. Y prime is actually from here. You can plug in y prime here. Once we need y double prime. So second step, to get the y double prime, you ddx to y prime, where the y prime is actually x over y. And then we'll differentiate the quotient functions. Remember, we ddx. This is in the form of u over v. To be v u prime minus u v prime divided by v squared. Where the v is actually y, u is actually x. So v prime will be y prime. U prime will be 1. So vy prime, vy prime, y prime 1 minus uv prime minus x y prime divided v squared, which is y squared. Okay, and then plug in the y prime is actually x over y. Simplify it. Okay, this is over y, so this one if you make it over y, you can multiply by y. That's why y squared minus x squared over y divided by y squared. You get y squared minus x squared over y cubed. So this is y double prime. Constantly we plug in here. Okay, y double prime here. And then plug in the h, which is 0.2, h squared, which is 0.04, divided by 2 factorial, which is 4, which is 2, sorry. We plug in h.2, h squared, okay? Okay, h squared will be 0.04. So h squared divided by 2, you have 0.02. Y prime. Okay, we have y prime is actually x over y. So okay, for second order Taylor's series method, yi plus 1 will be equal to yi plus h. yi prime is actually the xi over yi plus h squared over 2, which is 0.02. Okay, yi double prime, which is we obtained in step 2 here, which is yi squared minus xi squared divided by yi cubed. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show how to calculate it using the calculate menu. Okay, what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to input this one, this as a formula. I'm going to input the formula y equal to 1 plus 0.2 x divided y plus 0.02. It means the yi replaced by 1. So y squared minus x squared divided by y cubed into calculator. Okay, and the result that we obtain in the right hand side will be stored in variable y. So I'm going to input the formula. So in the scientific calculator, you notice you have the red color, variable a, b, c, d, e, f, x, y, n. So to press a red color, you need to press the alpha. So alpha y. So sorry, I need to press 1 to go into the calculate menu, and then alpha y. Okay, alpha equal. This is a equation expression equal. Equal for the equation. This is when you want to get the calculation. The equal button. So this one. Y equal y, the equal here is a red color equal. So y equal alpha y plus in this formula you just change yi to y, xi to x. So y plus 0.2 alpha x and then alpha y. So this is a the first term y, yi plus 1 equal to yi plus, this is the first term, up to the first, if up to the first order, this is actually the Euler method. In the first order, Taylor's method is actually equivalent to your Euler methods. Plus 0.2 x over y, go to the left, plus h squared over 2, where you obtain 0.02. And then y double prime, as we obtain in step 2, which is y squared minus x squared over y cubed, alpha y squared minus alpha x, squared button, close it, the fraction button, go down, divide by y cubed. So alpha y cubed is actually on top of the x squared button. Yellow color, you need to press shift. So I have the formula y equal to y plus 0.2 x divided by y, plus 0.02, bracket y squared minus x squared divided by y cubed. You can left right to check whether you key in the correct formula. Okay, now we move to the table to double check what we obtained. Okay. So after you input the formula, calculate. So they're asking the value of y. Then to obtain y1, okay, y1 is actually depend on y0 plus, just now is 0.2, x naught divided by y0, okay, plus 0.02, okay, this would be y0 squared minus x0 squared, okay, squared divided by, okay, y0 cubed. This one. So to calculate y1, okay, y1 is 4. Okay, to calculate y1 dependent on y0. So you input the y0 value, which is 1. Okay, x is actually 0. Means y1 depend on x0 and y0. So you input x0 and y0. Okay. So you get 1.02. Okay. And then when you want to calculate, okay, y2, when you want to calculate y2, okay, this becomes 2, this becomes 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So, okay, 1.02 now is actually stored. Okay, if you put it the formula this way, 1.02 is actually kept into the variable y. So when you calculate again, okay, y already, okay, has the value 1.02. So you press down, okay, to change the x value. Now to calculate y2, okay, your x is actually should be x1, which is 0.2. And key in 0.2. So you get 1.0781. 1.0781. Okay. And then 1.0781 will be kept into variable y. So we instead, okay, I equal to 3. So we calculate again. Okay, the y already keep the value, not only 4 decimal place, we keep up all the decimal place. Okay, and then go down to change x. Then to calculate y number 3, need to calculate y number 3 depend on y2, x2. So this is y number 3 depend on, this will be x2, x2, this is number 2, this one is number 2, this is number 2, this is number 2. Okay, number 2. So, okay, from 0.2 we move down to 0.4, x2 value 0.4, okay, equal. So 1.1683. And then, okay, so 1.1683 is kept into y, okay, and we are in I equal to 4. Okay, if I equal to 4, okay, I equal to 4, means y4 depend on y3, this is x3, y3, okay, this will be y3, this is x3, this is y3. So you calculate, okay, y4 depend on y3. So y3, 1.1683 is kept in variable y. So you just go down to update x from 0.4, now move to 0.6. Because y number 4 depend on y number 3, which is 0.6. So you get 1.2836. Okay. And then now, okay, we are moving to I equal to 5. I equal to 5. So, y number 5 depend on y number 4, x number 4, this will be 4, this will be 4, this will be 4. So you calculate again, okay, y4 value is already kept in variable y. So you press down to change x number 3 to x number 4. 0.8. So we get 1.4178. Okay. So this is using the calculate menu. Okay. And to get the exact solution, okay, you can quickly key it into table modes. Exact solution. So menu, okay, number 8, which is menu, okay. menu number 9, you can see here, table. So you can input the exact function into your table, okay, menu. We have a square root alpha x squared plus 1. In this model, you can input two functions. So, okay, the second function, if you put that, you can put it 0. Okay, starting x is 0. Okay, ending is 1. Step side is 0.2. So you can get, okay, you can tabulate the exact function quickly. Okay. 1, 4.0198, 4.0770, 1.161, 862, 1.2806, 1.4, 4142, and then you can calculate the errors. Okay, here if you want to turn off the GX, you go to Shift menu, table. So this is table. Okay, this is one function. So only one table. So you can copy it, you can tabulate the exact functions quickly using table menu because you have the same or uniform decrement, which is a h, which is 0.2, and you have the starting value, ending value. And then you can calculate the absolute error manually using your scientific calculator. Later on, I'm going to show how to use the spreadsheet menu. How to use the spreadsheet menu to tabulate all these things quickly. So in spreadsheet menu, first of all, you key it, tabulate the x value. So you go to menu, number 8, which is spreadsheet. In the spreadsheet, here we consist of 5 columns only, A, B, C, D, E, with 45 rows. So to tabulate the second order Taylor's method, still enough column. However, if you want to do RK4, where you need X, Y, K1, K2, K3, K4, that's not enough columns to do it. So first of all, calculate X value in column A, 0, 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, 1. We go up. Okay. In second step, insert the initial condition that x 0, y is 1. We go down. Okay. So you notice in the spreadsheet, x is stored in column A. Column A, this is B. However, the row start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. And then now we are going to key in the formula in the spreadsheet. So we want to key in, this one is cell B1. This is B1, this is B2. Focus here. Y1 is actually in cell B1. It's in cell B2. Sorry. This is Y0, Y1. Y1 is cell B2. So in cell B2, you type in the equal, the red color equal. Y1 is actually depend on your Y0 plus H, which is 0.2, X0 divided by Y0. This is a H, this is a Y prime from the equations. Y1 is Y0 plus 0.2, X0 divided by Y0 plus H squared over 2. This is a Y double prime. Plus 0.02, Y double prime, which is Y naught cube minus X naught cube divided by Y naught cube. So this is squared. So, to key in the formula in the spreadsheet, y0 is actually stored in cell B1. So, B1 plus 0.2, x0 is stored in this A1. So, A1 divided by B1 plus 0.02. Make sure the bracket, because spreadsheet is not natural display, so make sure you type in the correct bracket. Y0 is stored in B1, so this is squared minus x0 is stored in A1 squared divided by y0 is actually B1 cubed. And then we input this formula in the cell B2. Input to calculate y0, so alpha calculate y1. Y1 is depend on y0. Y0 is stored in B1, so alpha B1 plus h, which is 0.2. 0.2, this is a first derivative. This is actually means y1 is the y0 plus 0.2 y0 prime plus h squared over 2 y0 double prime. So 0.2 x0 divided by y0, x0 divided by y0, which is a1 divided by b1. Alpha A1 divide alpha B1 plus h squared over 2, which is 0.02. Bracket. This is y double prime. Y double prime, y is actually B1, so alpha B1 squared minus alpha A1 squared divided by y cube. Y is B, alpha B1 cube. Cube is this one on top of square button, so yellow color shift x squared. Check back the formula. Divide by B1 cube. Multiply B1 squared minus A1 squared. Check the formula. In the cell B2, now we are the black color in the cell B2. Key in the formula B1, which is the y0, plus h, which is 0.2. Y prime is again x0 divided by y0, which is a1. X0 is a1 divided by b1 plus 0.2 h squared over 2. Y double prime, which is actually y0 squared minus x0 squared divided by y0 cube, which is b1 squared minus a1 squared divided by b1. So it corrects. That's equal. We get 1.02. If using spreadsheet, you can copy the formula, paste down. Because y1 depends on x0, y0, and then y2, y2, y number 2 depends on y1, y1, x1. So the formula is relatively changed according to rule. So you can copy, because the spreadsheet is worked using the relative row and column concept. So in here, you can copy the formula. To copy, press Option, go down, number 2, go down to paste it. So you get 1.0781. Go down, paste it. 1.1682. Go down, paste it. Paste it by pressing equal 1.2835. Equal. To escape, the paste is C. So you can see the formula. Y number 5 is depend on y number 4, which is stored in B5, and X number 4 we store in A5. That's why this is what we call formula is relatively chain. Now this is the FVP. This is the feature of spreadsheet. So you can see at B5 depend on B4, A4. Exactly. The key in formula B1, A1, when we copy down, B1 become B2, A1 become A2. Then down again B3, A3. Then down again B4, A4. Down again B5, A5. This is what we mean relative flow. So with spreadsheet, we can easily copy paste the formula. We want to key in the exact solution. Exact solution. So alpha equal to, this is a square root, the exact solution. Square root. So x in C1, the x will be in A1. So alpha A1 squared plus 1. So close the square root, and then you equal. And you can copy, go down, number 2, paste, go down, paste it, go down, paste it, number 5, paste it, check it. I need to copy one more. So options, go down, this, and then this. So check it. 4128061 1661 2077. And then you want to calculate absolute error. So alpha equal absolute error with the absolute value of the y that you obtain exactly approximate. This is exact y. So you key in the cell, this A, B, this is C, D. So your absolute error, at the cell C1, will be absolute value for B1 minus C1. B1 minus alpha C1. This absolute value. And then you copy down. Go down, copy, paste, go down, equal to paste it, go down, paste it, paste it, and then paste it. So you can see the formula is relatively chain according to rule. If you key in the formula just now, in D not K D1 is actually absolute D1 minus C1. When you copy it down, it becomes absolute K value of B2 minus C2. If you want to see the value, so shift menu, number 4, spreadsheet, number 2, show the cell, number 2, show the value. Now you can see the value, 0. The second cell, 0.002, 0.0010, 0021, 0030, 0.0036. You can see, with the spreadsheet, what you need to do, you tabulate your x value, key in the initial condition, find the y1, key in the y1 formula in the cell B2. Now y1 in this case depend on y naught, which is stored in B1. H is 0.2, and the y prime is actually x divided by y. And x naught, y naught is stored in A1, B1. So this is a y double prime. Y double prime. So x is actually stored in A1, y is stored in B1, x not y1, x not y0. So you key in the formula accordingly in the first value for y1. You can copy it down to get the rest. For exact value, same thing if it is spreadsheet menu. Okay, we cannot combine the table menu. So in here, you have to key in the formula in cell C1. Okay, the cell C1, you key in here value. You want to see the formula again, shift menu for number 2, show formula. So you key in the formula as square root, okay, exact is against square root x squared. So okay, the x here depends on the current node. So in C1, it depends on A1 squared plus 1. Then copy down. So same thing with the absolute error. You key in the first formula, where at the cell D1, sorry, this is a cell D1. The cell D1 here for absolute value depend on absolute value of B1 minus C1. Okay, if you want to use calculate menu, then okay, that's what you can key in the formula as y equal y plus 0.2 x over y plus 0.02 y squared minus x squared over y cubed. Okay, and then after you key in this formula, they form you the value of x and y. So for y1 depend on x naught, y naught. Okay, x naught, y naught. So mean for calculate menu, after you key in the formula, they ask you the y and x value. So depend on, for y1 depend on x naught, y naught. Okay, then you get y1. So y1 value will keep in y. So when you want to calculate y number 2 here, okay, y value is there. So you press down to update the x value from x naught to x1. So the process is repeated. So compared to the calculate menu, spreadsheet menu, it will be easy because you just make sure the first value, the first formula is keyed in correctly, then you can copy it down. So with this, thank you for your attention.